Caleb Young got the cake up, now he's on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Alert! On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Leopard!
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double tight. We got the
Down for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Double tight. 3 down.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Throwing for his running back. He's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Absolutely.
You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route makes him so dangerous because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-9. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
We got 4.
On the ground they go to the running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gun. 20. Mike 96. Gun.
He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead here in extra time. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. All day, every day. Gun! Detroit! Hey. We got 3.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell they're concerned about it going on. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and learning all season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Double tight. Hey.
First down with Jackson. A little juke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens this time the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, check two. Strong right. Gun. Great. Check this.
From the gun, here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
He wasn't ready.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
4 down. 8. Hey, 96.
Play action. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away, and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Double tight. Odd. 3 down.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Gardner. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now 8 of 8 throwing the ball in this first quarter. It's first and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. With a juke. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or just throw that out the window?
I think 20. You are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally getting the first and be loose with the football again.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I got you.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey! That's what I'm talking about.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they throw an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now.
All right, now,
lucky
56.
10.
Lucky 56. 3 down.
They start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Gun!
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey. Great. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be
on
sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense.
I'll tell you what, when he popped out, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And And down he'll go at the 25.
I'm gonna hit you all
It'll be a
day,
pickup
baby.
of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. The ball's arriving, and there's a defender there. He just comes down to the ball. He takes it and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Give him 30 yards there.
They're coming. They're
You know I'm
coming.
going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
That's it,
I know.
baby.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it.
Gun,
But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking
Great,
towards him. That little arc on it, he's trying to get his head around to make it football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Here we go.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is
Yeah,
absolutely
boy.
extraordinary. Let's just
Yeah,
face it.
that's how we do,
This
G.
offensive line, flat
Great,
out,
great,
cannot
great.
handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike 96. Mike 96. Gun, gun, gun. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
There's room now on second down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up
We
into
got
being
3.
linebackers? And the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same. And he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Too tight. Hey, guys, check me out. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Again, this is Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that.
All right,
in this
now,
game.
lucky 56. Lucky 56.
It's coming, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Mike, 50. Detroit!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. There he goes inside the 30. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. We got 3 down. All right, now, lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Steps away to his
I'm
left.
playing the wrong football.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once we were having a tough patch. This two shall pass, and the Browns kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Great. Hey, boys, we got 4.
To throw again. Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Okay, baby, I see you.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
20. 4 down. Check. Hey, get right there. Flight 33. SOS. Hey. SOS. Do something.
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4.
Hey.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Tight end's right. 3.
Jackson on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like what the headspace is, though. I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. That's what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here they come.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Set! Blue 90! Blitz, they're coming!
And that is incomplete.
Oh, yeah!
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13.
96. Gun. Hey. He goes to use you.
Newton. He's going to fire one deep middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Express!
Throwing again. Newton forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 39 that time.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. 8. Hey. 96, Mike 96.
Now Newton on first down. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
We're going to set. 180. Great.
2nd down, Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Here we go.
That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Great.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases.
Throwing is Newton.
Watch the screen.
Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers able to draw a bit closer. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And the Ravens taking the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it.
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensely.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up. And the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Gun! Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Jackson to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From midfield now. Here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second and 10 is Jackson. Blitz! And his throw here's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 10. Now it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
Detroit!
Failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Detroit! 3 down.
4th down, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And they try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Jackson now on second and 10. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Crash.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. Check right. Watch 85.
Again, Jackson.
Here we go. Blitz, they're coming.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
4 down. Gun. Mike 55. Come on. You better bring it.
Final play of the half here. Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun.
A final shot before the break. And he's going to go down.
Boom!
Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Hey, guys, check me out. Gun. Stand up over there. Gun. 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
That's rock now. Hey! Yeah, baby! Mike 96! Gray!
Watch him.
Gun.
He's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Gun.
Check 49.
Now being chased out left.
Hot.
Left side by Funchess.
Blitz. Here we go.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Gun. Hey.
He's coming. We got Mike 96.
Express! On first down, Newton dancing to his left. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots.
Newton to throw. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Gano out to kick this one away. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do. The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's right.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Two tights. Alert. 3 down.
On second second down. Here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. It's gone inside the 25.
That's it, baby.
And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Gun!
The red zone now. Here's Jackson on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Even 8. 4 down. Even 8. Check 3.
Following the interception, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Mike 96. Gun. 8.
Here we go.
Express.
Kill.
Gun.
Turn it
Set.
Second and 10. Newton again. And this is going back to Moore on the comebacker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
20.
Flushed out right.
Let's get that ball right here.
This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Gesicki, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers finishes in with 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
Single.
no good. Well, you know what? Get one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays.
Here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over. It's caught at the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Out the gun, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Here we go. So the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Great. 96, Mike 96.
Here's Newton now on second down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Hey.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Do something. Hey! I'm coming.
And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Cam Newton doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So on third down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that? But it takes a little bit of fortitude to do that, and because you may catch them with the element of surprise and hit it. And in this case, they hit it for pay dirt.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, build confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
With Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interception.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing right, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark. All right, now, look at 56.
Look at 56. In NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! Double tight! Detroit!
Second down, Jackson. And some room to maneuver. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
That's it, baby.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Tight end's right. Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
We got four down. Gun. Hold the little 20. Hold.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Motion.
8. Fight to the 3.
On second and 10, Newton steps away to his left.
I got you, son.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Panthers on third down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton.
Hot.
But his pass pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
How much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes
they go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out the football.
And he did. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Get him, boy. Get him,
in for the score. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now it's on the right side. That's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Gano out to kick this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Man left, man left.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jackson on 2nd down, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
He wasn't ready.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun!
A toss to Cook. There's some space here. He's at the 40.
Yo.
30.
Yo.
20. 10. 5. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves... First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gun!
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he also makes plays himself as we just
got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he's got room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown Panthers.
That's what they call
in for the score. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Way to go! That's what I'm talking about.
Special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Well, remember back to the first half when they went for it on 4th, didn't get it, and you said file that play away for later? I think this is the time to bring that up.
Yeah, we did say circle it. Let's see how it would play out, because if they kick the 3-1, they kick that field goal, this would be a one-score game now.
And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
We got
Another
toe
for the Rockets this afternoon. It's Cook, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Here we go.
Hearns.
Here we go.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jackson down, 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter.
Detroit!
You can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. And
all right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
So So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how
Detroit!
this plays out.
Detroit!
4 down, 4 down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now, look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it.
Let's go.
And he goes down.
Right here. Let's go.
this offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Hey, hey.
Mike 58.
Gun, gun, gun.
I smell fear in this.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
Here we go.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Gun, gun.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Express. White 33.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Come on now.
Watch tight end. Hey.
Set.
4 down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did wind that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
20.
4 down.
Great.
Hey, 96 is coming. We're gonna.
Hey.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
You got motion,
DJ Moore from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. He's still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Hey.
Motion.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown.
Nice hit, boy.
Devin Funchess, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano out to kick this one away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Single.
Second down, here's Jackson. Going inside here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Double tight.
We got three.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Gun.
Check the out.
Pulling on first down, it's Jackson.
Check. Crunch.
And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Jackson now. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Single. Don't let 89 go deep.
And Jackson throwing once more.
Come to my world.
And the third down pass falls incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
3 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Hut.
Mike 55.
Hut.
55. Watch the out. Watch.
Try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Mike 96.
Now Newton.
Watch the run.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans.
Well, you and I think about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went
for us today.
Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Move.
Gun!
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Reuben Foster picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this
20.
one.
3 down.
Who's going to throw it? On the right side open is Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. And they'll go on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Here we go.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Let's go.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on and chew on. Now we've got an artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. It's still a nice play by the defense.
He may try and run for this.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go, set. 180. 8.
Now the play fake, and it's moved. And he gets it to Funchess complete.
Here we go.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there, 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Newton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And on that last play there, he's 400 yards passing there.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Here we go.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line
Great,
on
great.
2nd and goal.
Gun. Here we go, set. Right at the 8.
Throwing here, Newton. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Gun. Hey.
Mike 96.
Throwing again is Newton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
4 down. Check.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Double tight. Hey.
And they take a knee.